Light always overcomes darkness. Truth is always more potent than lies. Love is stronger than fear. The way of truth, love, light, and wisdom will never be suppressed for long. Love is the strongest force that exists in this world. And it is through love, through truth, that balance is restored. So never think that darkness or shadows can hide the sun. Their time is fleeting, but the light of the inner sun within all beings cannot be daunted for long. It remains ever a constant behind the clouds. It ever shines. The light of the inner self cannot be put out. It is a flame eternal, immortal. Even death itself must give way to this immortal flame. No force is strong enough to destroy it. The immortal flame of the divine self, of unconditioned love, burns bright eternally. It is only when the shadows and the clouds appear to overcast it that you think it has been diminished. But it remains ever as bright, as brilliant. And these transitory movements fade away. And again, the brightness of the flame eternal is visible. The power of this flame, the intensity of this flame, is such that nothing can stand against it. Life and death, like changing colors, appear and fade, appear and fade. But this flame of the eternal self remains constant. You Your innermost being is that flame, that eternal beacon. Guru, God, and self are one. This flame of unconditioned love, absolute truth, is brilliant beyond comprehension of the mind, is bright beyond the capacity to understand brightness. It is the truth of your own being, and all other forces fade, dissolve, cannot stand to it. For it is the source of all that is. It is the very substance of everything that exists. And it is the destiny of all creation. The flame eternal is the birth, the source of life. And it is the destruction, the dissolution of existence into itself. It is the fire that burns away darkness. It is the flame that heals all wounds. It is the love which will never die. Which bonds you deeply to those whom you love, and which holds you forever in that love. It is the love which manifests, and it is the love that always has been, is, and will be eternal, unconditioned. It is the source of your soul. It is your soul. Let it enfold you, wrap you in its truth, in its strength. Love is the strongest force that exists. Even death cannot destroy it. Even the god Yama, the god of death, must bow to this light, to this flame, to this force, and recognize its brilliance consumes everything. Love is the force that unites people, unites all beings. Fear leads to anger. leads to violence, leads to self-protection and harm, leads to the feeling of self and other. But ignorance cannot stand in the brilliance of this flame. Ignorance dissolves as the light shines forth. The clouds do not cover the sun for long. Both in your personal life and in the society today, there are struggles. There are high points and there are difficulties. But this light, the source, the ground of the human heart, is a flame that cannot die. And all that opposes it must perish. Truth always wins in the end. Love always sustains in the end. So never lose hope. When it seems the darkest, when it appears there is no way out, that is when you let go, surrender, not to fear, not to darkness, but to the brilliance of love and the power of truth. And let it carry you out of the shadows into the light, both personally and collectively. Never be discouraged. Pick yourself up, brush yourself off. Look on the bright side and find the love that sustains you and that shines even in the darkest hour. Have faith in the strength of the human heart, that in the end people make choices that sustain and maintain the welfare of all. Have faith in the strength of the human spirit. And the beauty of the human heart. Have faith in the power of love. To heal and to mend that which has been broken. The phoenix rises from the ashes. The brilliance and the true spirit of the human heart is strongest when most tested. Believe in that spirit. Believe in that love which sustains and maintains, in the honesty and truth of human existence, of human love, of the love of all beings, the love which flows from the eternal flame in the heart of all life. Cling to this. Never give up. Never be discouraged. Surrender to love. And let the flame eternal be a brilliant beacon within you to shine forth in the world as a light, to allow others to remember the light that is the reality of life. All right. If anyone has questions this morning, I will take questions.
I've opened microphones.
Let this be a bright year for you, one filled with this light, This is a choice you can make. And you can choose to stand in light, to never be discouraged by darkness around you, by what you see going wrong around you. Never let it daunt you. Bring forth this love, bring forth this light into the world. Be a beacon of truth, a beacon of love, a light in the darkness. And from those standing strong in that light will spread and spread. It lives in everyone, and people will choose to align with it. So never fear. Don't worry. The future is bright. The human heart is strong. The love that binds all beings is a power beyond all others. All right? Namaskar.